So, weekly shorts. I should be top 100 from the week before. We're gonna check that out. But there are then, of course, also the new maps to discover. First of all, however, of course, looking into the maps from last week. I got 87th overall. After my stream yesterday, I played this map here and got a 72nd place. When I drove it, it was 60 something, I think. Otherwise, yeah, dropped outside of the top 100 on this map. I kinda expected. World record hunting on this one, I didn't have time for to further. We will see how fast the world record has been. Let's start with map 186. Very simple platform track. Huh. Okay. I am very curious now. Are these bug times or are these actual runs? We start with the 5th place. Cannot watch. Guys. What is this, man? So best Euro player, Daisy. Here we go. Trophy point 91. And it is all about this transition. And into the finish. Very clean run. Also basically you have here this left turn where you lose a bit of grip. And you got a more inside line and still kept the grip nicely. And now we have this transition. You jump off a bit from this platform slightly. And then you want to basically have the shortest airtime possible. And he does a small air brake actually. He did a mini air brake. Wow. That really, like, it's so difficult when you have that little amount of airtime to air brake without braking. Yeah, to air brake when you're just in the air. But yeah, he managed to keep the grip here nicely and didn't get airtime here at this spot. And was early in the nose slide, full speeded the whole thing, just got around. Very nice corner. Now I don't know if he has the fastest time. Is he 6th? Ah, he's 6th in the world. No, wait. Yeah, yes. And the 5th was 60th, yeah. So this should be the world record here. But I really feel sad for him. I mean, he drives world record and then it isn't world record. He doesn't get the points for it. He's still not showed on the top when everyone watches. I mean, how stupid is this? This is so annoying. Imagine you grind out a map for very long, you get the world record in theory and then you're not even shown in the top 5. Like, this is just annoying. He's still first in the campaign. Oh yeah, I remember. I yesterday checked out who wins the campaign and I realized that there was a possible winner that didn't have a single world record. I think that is the first time that the first place doesn't have a world record. But now we see why he didn't have a world record here. Technically he would have had. World record here is by Soliver Guns. It's like 1400s in front of me. And yeah, sick time by him. Because when you look at these gaps, like it's extremely close around where I am. There's even someone that tied me after I drove it, and I drove it last night. But he has a almost 300s gap to second, and second has also 200s to third. And he has also another 200s gap to fourth. Also from first to fourth, already quite a lot of time difference. So let's have a look at Soliver Guns. Carl Jr., the 5th place, is actually leading after the start. Do you see that? Carl Jr. got here somehow ahead. Do they do the cut? Yeah, they do. Okay. So the fastest non-cutter has been Lovesaw, I believe. Oh no, Lovesaw did that as well. Carl Jr. is the only one. Carl Jr. is the only one that... Also, Carl Jr. was the fastest. And the ending cut is of course crazy. So what you have to do here is driving against this edge and then bouncing from this towards the finish. And they all have it a bit differently. You can check also the other replays. For Soliver Guns it looked like that. Of course, the further right you finish, the earlier you finish. And this is why Soliver Guns is ahead of Daisy, even though Daisy looks to be in front. Let's have a look at the others. Lovesaw is ending. Oh, amazing ending. Holy shit. He had, I think, the best end from everyone. Into a bug slide and then finishing extremely far right. He should have managed to straighten out his car here because he's going sideways into it. Maybe he could have done something to be a bit faster, I don't know. Cyros. Also very similar actually. He has the fastest ending because he's even behind Lovesaw. He has more speed than Lovesaw here. Crashes and now he's in the bug slide. Wow. Crazy. And then we have Daisy. He has a very good start. I don't know what is that actually. He clips into this and then the car goes up. Okay, so this is the second map. Guess what happened on Deep Dip 1? New world record, maybe? Just an assumption. We have a world record by Keksik4. And world records are of course rather close together because there's just one thing to do and that is this. And it's actually very difficult to see anything. Like from these guys who's in front. Actually they touched it at different spots, like Ruin is definitely the whole jump along further right than Keksik. So it was not a very exact spot that you needed to hit. And it looks like Ruin has a much lower jump, but Keksik, the good thing for Keksik is that the front of his car is going down so much. Ruin is completely flat in the air. And that ruined his run. Yeah, because he is actually only 5th. Can you believe it? The others are all looking downwards with their front. If you want to see my run, that went to here. There was also still a bit more time to gain on this. But didn't really matter, no, in the positions that you are when you don't take this bounce. Like the finish up could have been way lower. Alright. Now to the fourth map, and the fourth map is map 189, and the world record has been a 0.21 by DC, so he has world record actually. And what the heck is this world record? What? That is crazy. Wait, why is he ahead of me? Huh? What does he do there? Why is this skating so... Huh? Okay. He might be the only one that figured that out. We checked it out afterwards with the others. So I hunted this map a bit. So I kind of understood also certain things about it. What you wanted to do is opening the steering nicely. You just want to hit this red boost there, this gate at the very left. And you want to go over this gap very close to the tower because you touch less penalty the further left you are. But you can of course clip here easily. There's also a red boost in this thing. And he does clip a bit, but without getting a slowdown. And then the problem is that the car often did land bad here and flipped over. But he had his back wheels landing, which means that it lands good and he gets even a one tire SD out of this. So this is basically the perfect scenario. Here I haven't been really sure what the best strat is. But he took a pretty safe line. Like, I wasn't sure if you want to maybe minimize the airtime in this left jump here. Because if you come from further right, you can jump more diagonal and land more on the downhill. So that could have been a little bit better, I guess. And then we have here another red boost. I think he could have taken less penalty as well. Like, it doesn't even feel perfect, to be honest. But if we check now his run with the other runs, what do we see? Kovalch has also a great start. Yeah, and Choco gets second because he hit the sending so good. Look at this. He only touches minimum penalty, but he gets the booster, and he has then the most speed out of everyone. But Kovalch got an even faster start than Desi. That's actually mega fast. Yeah, he had a more inside line here as well, but yeah, somehow lost here. He got mini airtime. So now, short intermission for the track Mädel. I have to show it to you. And it's time. Oh god. Nah! Did I mistype? No, it's actually not Sander. People already got it because they know all the players that have 2 controllers. Gamepad and keyboard. I'm not sure who that is. So we have to figure out some names. Snow. Bob. Scandia. Elementaries. It is apparently a RPG player. Elementary is always such a difficult team to guess. Is it Morpeo or Techie? Techie is in here. It's not Techie. How old is the player? Bit older. We need a non-French. Man, it cannot be any one of those. Elementaries doesn't help. Here. I was in Academy. But here's Elementaries. Okay. So one of those. A Polish guy has a high chance. Because there are so many. Narcor? Maybe? Yeah, Narcor could be actually. It's not Narcor, but it is correct to be Elementaries. Was Flix in here? Flix was... maybe Magorian. We take Magorian. Dude, I'm coming closer and closer. But also in THE. That fits for... for all. Komm. Ulisa? Would he ever be... Ulisa, Miku? I don't really believe that they are in the database here. That would be very surprising. Also Flix is not the answer. What is the cash price actually? Not that good. Was Plastorex ever in THE and Evo? Which Polish player would it be? Or is it then just Key? It's Key. It's Key. But I don't see Key here. If I search for Key, it doesn't find him here. Also it was just not possible over Elementaries. And also here. Like I made sure all and so on. Don't see Key here. Was difficult. Okay. Figured it out now, but people got it really quick. But yeah, there are only very few members in the database that have two different devices. So that is why some people remember those players. If it was Center, I might have won, but others also know Center. So now comes what I think is one of the best Weekly Shorts map ever, and this is here map 5, and Dreams has the world record with a 10.174. There are of course limits to how fast you can go here. Yeah, I mean that was obvious that the world records look like that. Basically it's very important to get a very quick start. How the heck do they actually gain time on me? Interesting. I mean, he goes over this lamp there and it works for him. But they have really a fast start. This is what I said yesterday when I hunted it. You need to have a fast start, because then you go into this elevator and you can already accelerate early, and then they come from far behind, so they go full behind in the elevator, accelerate early, and have the exact timing here, now you see, to exit it at the exact moment, so that they have also as low airtime as possible. And they have then obviously all a very similar pace, also because the exit, the earliest possible exits basically for all the same. The question is with how much speed you basically get out of it. Alright. And now week 39, and we start with map 191. Virtual got sub 3. Okay, we can react to that after the weekly shorts. Is there a video already to it, or is there just watching the run, I guess? So, this is the first map. I'm in the top 6,000, amazing. So we have one checkpoint here, then minimizing the airtime. Okay. So the only question for me is this ending. Do I want to avoid the water or not? Now we have a decent ghost, and now I can compare. I don't think that there is a cut at the moment. Even though there's a reactor. Okay, we're gonna figure that out later. Let's check out here first. The water didn't do anything. Is that actually water? Something like this, where you then directly fly to the finish. Okay, this time I actually lost speed, but not because of the water, just because I was too inside. And it was not smooth enough anymore. How would I do this the best? Maybe crashing purposely against this. No, this is not better. This one other attempt like that may be potential, but the turnaround here is quite annoying to do. Okay, improved to 314th. Yeah, it's basically a precision map. We will see then next week if anyone used this reactor to their advantage. Okay, this is sick. 26th. I don't know what I did different. I somehow was faster. But like after this drop here. Now this drop is basically the key element. You want to avoid too much airtime. But you also have to avoid landing on the penalty. So you have to overjump the penalty just enough. This is the goal. Somehow I got that extremely fast in my Ghost. And I combined it with a decent ending. Can we go inside? Nah, not really. I'm just checking if there's anything I could have done better in the ending. It is not a very interesting map, so I will go next. Unless I figure out that I lost time here in the ending, but you see my Ghost. Like I'm not overtaking my Ghost no matter where I'm going. It's always similar, also let's go next. Not a very exciting map. So, what do we have here? The ending is very unique. First checkpoint is here. We placed quite some walls. And I think you could overjump into this direction, but there is nothing. You wouldn't get any speed to jump to this checkpoint as well, I'm pretty sure. Wouldn't also help you to be in that checkpoint already, I'm pretty sure. And here he placed things, so you cannot really cut this. What we have to figure out is if the penalty, I don't think it is better. And I cannot really believe that it would be any better, but we should try it once. So, checkpoint. You can get it from the left, but that won't really help or matter as well. Like also this checkpoint is somehow too large for this road. He used the biggest one. But also that doesn't really change things. The only question is at the finish, is there a cut possible? Also if the people find a way to make an overwall into it, then GG. I don't know if that's doable. So this is gonna be the issue. If I go over the penalty, I have absolutely no exit speed. You know, I cannot count it out. Because this is also a weird wall. It's not like the standard wall here. It is a bit smaller, lower. But I will not go for that. But I just show you there is a potential maybe. It's more likely to work out for keyboard players, I assume, with these overwalls. So now I tried another tactic, which is the wall bang, but I got stuck to the wall quite strong. It's something I want to avoid, of course. The idea was that I really bounce away from it, you know, and then ideally I don't really get much acceleration penalty. This is also not it. Also, you can go slightly over the penalty, I think, for a more inside drift. Because this here, what I did now, like, doesn't really help. If I take the whole space at the exit of this drift, then I don't get around this left turn anymore. Unless I do it like this. I have no idea if that's any good. I will try to beat it now with normal driving without any wall touches. Yeah, which is easy, so still a lot possible. Top 100. Was faster. So the interesting part on this track is definitely the last turn, because it's to me still unclear what the best line would be. Oh, this wallbang was really fast. Now I lean to the wallbang strat again after this. That was just a way too good wallbang. I think I can get a really good record if I get a run through. Ah, exactly, I had a bad start. So we know with the same wallbang I can improve this run by a lot. Equal. Because the difficulty is now that I don't know how much the wallbang is slowing me down. So I cannot really judge. This last hairpin into the finish. The start is also a bit wild. Besides, quite important as well that you have this very inside exit. This here is way too extreme. I don't want to take so much exit speed. Makes the wallbang harder. Because the faster I am out of this corner, the earlier the wallbang is gonna happen if I try to turn to do full speed. So the further away from the hairpin itself. Another equal! Are you kidding me? Good start. Ha! 300s improvement, but I crashed the finish. Damn it. Ah, could have worked still. Even though that was a very different line. Okay, 12th place, guys. And I didn't hit the last turn perfect. I do 2 more minutes without Ghost. Like if I hit the finish turn inside, you have to note this is another of these very important diagonal finishes. You want to finish as far left as possible, because the further you finish more on the right, the longer distance you travel. Like you want to have this last hairpin as tight as possible. That was not really good in my run now. Like I didn't hit the apex. If you hit the apex perfectly, I think my run was actually very fast, apart from that. But yeah, this is a bit of a gamble now with this wall bang. How much does it slow you down? How much do you get dragged to the wall? And how much speed do you get out of it, and which line do you get out of it? And do I get a drift out of it? That was an attempt here. Oh, there we go. This was faster. Yeah, there's even more possible actually. But I think that we keep it at the 12th place. It was a very good run still, and it's only the discovery. I don't want that the discovery gets a bit too long. Let's go to the third map. And yeah, first of all, it has 1 checkpoint apparently. Let's first follow the red sign. Okay, let's follow the white arrow. Oh my god. There are multiple arrows. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, let's follow blue. Oh, we have also different finishes, amazing. What is the straight? Ach, here. No green. Also green feels a bit suspicious because there are so many finishes close by. So first of all, behind us is nothing. Do I have to look at this plugin now or not? Like the finishes looked very visible. We have one finish here, we have one finish here. We have one finish here. So we have 3 finishes. I'll try to not look at this message in the chat. We have one finish there. Also, it looks to me as if there are 4 finishes. The only thing that I want to know is if there are hidden finishes that I can only find if I use the plugin. Or if I would scan everything. That would be annoying. But yeah, the green way. No plugin need, okay. The green went up to this checkpoint. There's also a checkpoint. We have now several finishes. I went of course past this one. Now the thing is, you could go from this checkpoint also just around and take this earlier finish. But I'm not sure if that's really faster because you add this. I just want to find cuts if we can basically go from one checkpoint to another finish. What is the first checkpoint that we can reach? I mean, I have to check if we can get up these stairs. Because I'm not sure how this is built. Oh, this does probably work. Probably. With these stairs, you would be able to skip this hairpin. You would immediately get into this. But the question is, you are of course pretty trapped here. So it's unclear how you would get into this finish, for example. Also I hope it's actually concrete and not like without a hitbox. That would be of course stupid if that was the case. So this checkpoint would be quick to reach if we go over the stairs. This checkpoint here is basically just this up and then we're in there. So now the thing is, could we get over this? Oh, I'm unsure. Then we could go back into that finish though. That's also the case for the checkpoint here. When we grab it, we could turn around and go towards that finish, but it feels slow. Like it would be faster from this checkpoint for sure. And this checkpoint here, also this way is like I don't see that working out to be fast enough. It's just way too far. Why do we have a gap here? It's just way too far, this checkpoint. I don't see that as a solution. Okay, then let's actually try out what I wanted to try. Okay, also I have to drive this differently. So 524. But I should also try out the normal lines again to figure out if any normal line has a chance to get somewhat close to this. So I have no idea how I need to do this one part, but it feels bad. What is with these stairs behind me? They lead to nowhere. .6 behind. I mean, don't see that working out. We'll do one more test here because I took so long in my first try. I took that, of course, as bad as possible there. That's slow. And now this part again. Also 1.7 behind. So my cut is already better. Now the question is this the best way to do it? Or would there be something better? I can see if this staircase is working. It does work. But it's not better. Also not that way at least. But maybe I should have done it like this. Let's hope that I get up again. This is sadly a little bit random, so probably this is the solution. No, rip. Also first of all, I could test out a little bit here. Or if there's any way to get up with the car, but I don't think so. So and then if I do like this, then I could just jump down here and I have all the speed towards that finish, you know? But no, when I look at the timer, this is not working out. That is actually very slow. Well then, let's try to improve my time a little bit with what I found. The question here is, of course, what is the best way to drive it? There was also one other thing I wanna test. Because I saw one other potential cut. Which also goes like this, and then... okay, this is sehr annoying. Yeah, but if I bounce over this wall, you know, if I bounce over this, then I would be directly on the way to this finish. And it is obviously a lot quicker to go up to here than taking the green way where I go outside here, so I could reach this quicker. Depending on how good I have speed for the uphill, I decide what I attempt. Ooh. It's a bit random, of course. I'm not really sure how you would approach this the best, this turnaround. And I'm actually really close. Oh. I can of course brute force it a little bit now. Yeah, you need to land it very clean though. Oh. It has potential. But I can also still improve this by miles. Ach, RIP. No, I need the best possible speed. It needs to be clean. I need to keep my speed. Like every time I'm rolling over, no, and like it's only a 16.1. But the thing is, if I of course keep the momentum, it would be much faster. Oh, that was slow, but still minus 3/10. Will still hunt a little bit, my 2 ways. And then I will check the comments that gave it away. Because obviously it would be interesting to also know what it then is, the best solution. Ah, damn it. I don't know, I didn't really have a single good one yet. Yeah, there was another comment I saw that said something with where to go, but I didn't read it, luckily. '71st. I mean, this is good. New York City boy. I mean, something tells me that it's gonna be this kind of slide in the end. Because if there is a way to get this jump clean and keep the momentum, I think it has a chance to be 13 seconds. And it would be typical if such a map has something like that as a world record. But at the moment I'm always flipping over, then it doesn't have the potential. Like this would be a 15 low. Like it really needs to just bounce over it. Like I only have to get a bit of airtime but no big rotation or something. I need to keep my forwards momentum completely and get over the wall. Then I think it would be it would need to be 1.5 to 2 seconds faster than that one attempt that I just drove towards the finish. But I think if you keep the momentum you can gain exactly that. But I'm also not sure yet if I figured out the best way to do this. I mean, I do something, but like It is not obvious to me what the best strat would be to turn around on this. Oh, but this was faster. 40 seconds. I have a 0.444. But how did you get F8? Achso. Maybe I have to go here. I have to make hard one. I come from further here. That would definitely help for the other cut idea. But can I also be ahead? Like my last attempt where I didn't have count was actually really fast, but I had no comparison then. Good. The hitbox. Yeah, it was slightly ahead. Okay, I think this has potential though. Oh yeah, look at this. It would be cool to have one attempt that goes over it with speed, but then see the time, you know. That was not it. Shit. Okay, call away, because it's quite annoying there. But going so far to the right at the start really only is worth it when I go for the jump cut. Oh, I think... Like I could have gotten this of course more inside and then I barely have the house in the way. More speed of course helps massively for this cut. But what is difficult when you take max speed? It is difficult to get to the full left on the uphill still. And then back to the full right. That's difficult. With the maximum speed. It's also very weird surface. Probably, naja, it's just dirt here. But with the water, I'm not sure if the water's giving less grip or not. Ach, sometimes I'm sliding out there. You definitely want to no slide onto it. Especially if you go for speed. Let's always do 50-50. One round I go inside and the next round I go outside. Oh! Ah, this is so close now. I can see this being possible, but now we check out the the message by Frostbite. Right side, up the ramp, and then turning around and going through under the bridge to the finish. Was quite fast. Now turning around and going through under the bridge. That sounds basically like what I'm doing, I would say. Okay, I'm not sure with under the bridge if he means this or not. Yeah, with the many respawns I tried different things. Sometimes air brake and sometimes no air brake. I always switched around. But generally I think that you want to air brake. But if you have really good speed up the hill, things could change again. How do I just get this turnaround the best? That's really unclear. This had potential. Now let's go full right. But you cannot overjump without hitting anything. No? You have to hit, and the house is of course very close to what you would hit. Unclear. Behind. I mean, 42nd is a really good position. Let's play this until we hit 1 hour. Oh, there's also a thing. Nope. Oh, 100. Yeah, so many different ways on how you could possibly turn around here. Got a slowdown from this edge. Yeah, there we go. 23rd with a 2200s improvement. This was now a pretty good run. I had a really clean uphill. But yeah, this turnaround, there is surely still a way to make it tighter. Position is of course pretty good for now. So I think I go next. So now the fourth map is usually the fast map, and this is indeed fast. Because we have basically full speed with magnet combined. Oh. I thought we jumped there, but suddenly magnet appeared. There's only one checkpoint. That makes this a little bit interesting. It is here. I mean, this makes me think that there could be a cut. Check out the scenery, yes. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, and now let's look for cuts. We start here. The first checkpoint is up there. There is obviously no shorter way to there, and you want to use all the boosters. So now you grab this checkpoint. Now it gets interesting. Because if you somehow can jump out here, there's a way to do that. It would be going towards the finish. Now the thing is that this is magnet. You might not jump at all. Maybe if you leave the magnet here, like this, it pulls you if you can make it happen that it pulls you against the edge and then you start flying, but The thing is, I don't think that we can leave the magnet uphill. I think that the car will just stick to the magnet. And then you have, of course, nothing to jump out. Like here, this won't bounce high enough. And you would need to overcome this and this. Like, this is unlikely. And if we go a bit lower, here, jumping out would always mean that you jump straight into this direction. You cannot really jump to the right from here. Yeah, and then we're basically going to the finish. Also, I'm not completely sure if it's actually possible to do something. Can try a little bit. Yeah, I got a bit of airtime out of this magnet. You see that it pulls you a little bit. That is basically what we would need to have. Ah, okay, this small edge actually makes you jump quite a bit. It makes you jump, oh. Ja gut, there's also an edge. The question is, can that ever be faster? But this would be now brain rot to hunt. But there are definitely enough people trying it out. There will be people trying it out. I must have hit a very good spot there. Let's get a competitive time onto the board first. I still have to also figure out how to drive this map in general. The racing lanes are always a bit difficult to predict with all the magnet around. And with the red booster gates at the start, I wasn't sure. Here you can maybe soup. You see what I tried? I have actually more speed. I'm not sure if that's because of the soup or because of other things. It would be, of course, cool to... Oh, damn, I souped here as well, I think. Also, I'm not sure if the zoop is what makes me faster. Let's do first no zoop. Just a tight line. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the zoop is it. I think I was faster. Okay, now that I'm behind, I go for the gutter. Nope. difficulty is to hit the gates there. I want to zoom a little bit and then ideally also end up in a speed slide. Because the speed is, I think, enough. Ah, here we go. Now I try to survive this run because it's a good start. I actually lost a lot. But for such a simple full speed map where you only have to steer, I have a decent position. Damn it. Oh, I'm not hitting it. I mean, things are a bit difficult to aim because it's unclear how much the car actually goes to the left on the magnet here. How much this banking is turning me. If I go just full down and then up where this thing is, I'm actually over jumping the edge. Like that would only work if I'm further right, maybe where there's a higher edge. Yeah, it was something like this. I would need to check out my VOD basically and see where exactly I hit. And here at the start, the question is, what do you have to press to get a head start? Just a magnet flight? You can say like really just up, because the magnet pulls me down. Like I don't see how I would jump high enough. There are some tricks surely. Maybe I can do speed slides at some parts where I don't think about it, because we have magnet, we have full grip of course. So here for example, I could speed slide into this, I guess.
Marius, don't forget to leave after you end stream.
Was funny yesterday. Then I saw your message. $111th. Also not many people. If there are people having a direct fin, then not many people got it. Also when you go up this wall, right, you get automatically a bit of a slide. And if I use the slide to go onto the magnet wall right and make a speed slide from there, but what is my speed here? It should be high enough, right? And here in the start, if you go further to the right, you actually also get, I guess, a small magnet boost. I don't know. Ah. Was a bit more random that I got that PB, I think. Same random like the start, what the heck? Ah! Crazy how much time there is in the start. Ah, this is a damn gate there, because you can never really judge how far you will actually jump. Oh, there we go, 57th. Okay, let's check out. I goes full down. Yeah, but the question is if we can actually get a jump out of it and still have a low jump happening. Oof. I would need to have a different line, or? Can it ever be low, this jump? How to say, also my bounce definitely, look at the speed of my bounce. It has a very, very straighter jump to the finish. I think that my bounce is better. But maybe there is this one angle where you would fly with a magnet similarly. That would be crazy. I guess we have to wait for the end of the week. Usually, if there's something possible, at least one person makes it. I mean, if you think of this week, like 2 weeks ago or something, where every track had like one world record that was so far better than the rest. But yeah, 57th, I end at 115. you see how long I'm actually leading. So you really want to jump there. But then hit the gate, and that's difficult. Ah, but... And since there might be already some people with a possible cut ahead, I'm definitely not doing too bad with 57, even though Josh in first. Is that a full speed Josh with the 1963 behind, or is that a random Josh? Yeah, one more try now where I get a good start. There's some trick to it, like when you steer to the right. I have very different starts, sometimes very fast, sometimes very slow. What a last try. Okay. 37th with a point 37. Let's go to the LOL map. What is it today? What this week? Is there another finish down here or somewhere? Oh, look at this. There's a big hidden stadium car. Does my car actually also have such a big gap there? Yeah, so there is a gap. You can see the legs from underneath. Didn't even know. But yeah, really cool. But yeah, finish wise, I think that the only finish is the big one. I hope so. So that means that when we jump off here, we need some crazy like hits and then soup. But yeah, the start here is extremely normal driving, also very boring. And from here on it gets then interesting. It's at least going, but without soups. Yeah, this is what you want. The sideways where it soups you then into the correct direction. We have, what do we have here? This is reactor up. We get reactor up. It could be that you want to go into it with reactor down. There's a chance. Yeah, but like reactor down is giving you these crazy soups. But of course, it's not helpful when I end up there. This is not the solution. I want to see if we can make the strong turn. No, I didn't hit the checkpoint. There was one idea that I had. That's probably a bad idea. With reactor boost up, of course, you can also get soups, but not these super quick ones. I'm really clueless how I would turn around well. I just saw something that I always overjumped so far. I didn't hit the last CP, what the fuck? But it was faster. You have actually some gates here at the bottom. Oh. Okay, I can actually go into the checkpoint and not through the ring. Theoretically. That's an option. The only annoying thing is that the reactor runs out quickly, of course, and that it's so... Like, if I don't go through the ring, I also don't take the ramp. That is annoying. If I went to the right side, I take like a very tight corner, but there's also still a big wall in front of me. I don't know. I want to do one normal jump. Just with speed. Like, how does it look when I just drive normal here? I mean, I definitely easily improve like this. This is only a 500s improvement. That shows you how important it is to get soups. Corny with a world record, I'm not surprised. Woo! Lars! Yo, thanks a lot. Welcome everyone. I didn't know that you are streaming still today. I was not aware. Oh, early soup. Soup. Okay. Yo, have fun in New York. And no F1 spoilers, guys. No F1 spoilers. I will actually, I'm on the last map from the Discovery. I will soon show you an interesting like campaign in another Trackmania. It's a story-based title pack. It's extremely interesting. I played chapter 1 to 3 out of 16. I will continue with this after I'm done with this map here. At the moment, like on this map, I'm not really having an idea yet. I want to get some kind of soup a bit earlier, but I'm not sure how. How I can force that. Like I had a really slow one where I souped much earlier. I tried to get a reactor down, but didn't really get how to turn around for it. Now I try normal ones. I just started with doing normal ones. Yeah, there's the soup. Like this was a lot slower, but I got that soup. Maybe I have to just release a little bit before I jump over. I have to make sure that I don't have too much speed. Or what is with a barrel roll? I'm not sure. The reactor boost up is just not that strong. Reactor boost down is always very great. Favorite soup? As a kid I loved noodle soup. Okay, this was actually slow. But interesting that it went fully. Yeah, the thing is, I have now speed, but then I overjumped the whole mountain. So let's actually try that, to release a little bit. That I have earlier ground contact where I can soup from something. You can also respawn this actually. That's not really that great. But I released now, got some soups. I catch up actually, even though it was bad. But it doesn't really feel like the solution. It's like just a straightforward solution that I'm doing right now. Did you go for the cut on map 4? Ah, this map sucks. If this was reactor down, it would zoop me so strong to the finish, but it's reactor up. Like with reactor up I can only zoop very close above the mountain, but I don't think that I will get a super good position. You of course never know how close people are together here. I hope that here's not a hidden finish or something when you go back. These are all red boosts. All of them. Okay. What were my positions? I have pretty good places. And look at that. First map 30th, second 24th, then 23rd. 58th now on this map. But the last map here, I'm a bit yak. like this one here, I'm not fully understanding. Because it does feel bad, but I don't really see what I can do to make it different. Like I wanted to turn around, or like grabbing all these boosters, yeah. I just feel like reactor up is not the thing, but in order to get reactor down, I need to somehow go backwards through this part. But then I'm going backwards, like I don't really accelerate like that. So going like this, and then I have like this whole mountain in front of me. From the bottom it would also not work. Like this is not really working. Yeah, I got speed here. Ah, look at this. Top 1000. Yeah, because I hit that mountain and got a zoop there. This is what you want. I will do one more try where I hold the brake button in order to have this soup angle. Oh yeah, I got something here. Wait. Oh. Yeah, now I'm way too high, but it's already bad. Okay, we're gonna improve. We're gonna improve. Oh god, I was not aware that it puts me so quickly down. It was actually a good attempt. Ugh. Now I expected that it puts me down quickly, but it didn't. Completely overjumped it. $17.2, okay. What position is that? I think I can get it if I get the correct suit now. Whoa! Yeah, basically such a soup. Not this. Yeah, I need to be lucky once. The early soup on this mountain is now the crucial thing. I decide to take these red boosts there. Okay, nice bounce. Come on. Ah, that's the problem. When the car starts turning around mid-air. What's my car doing? Why did it actually do this? I need to make Ghost on. Need to see that comparison. But yeah, I think the problem here is currently that my car is slightly angled, like it does a small barrel roll when it jumps off. Like it cannot soup well like that. But somehow I couldn't really avoid it from that respawn. Wow. It is also so inconsistent how high I jump. Maybe I should take the very safe way first. The very safe way where I don't take the red boost, where I just overjump them. So... It was slightly tilted and didn't get soup with that. Generally didn't get the early soup as well. Ah. I'm not enough on the side. What about the early soup? I had that one run after a respawn. Yeah, I had a small soup, but only shortly. And then I went immediately to high. That's also the problem, like when I get a good soup, I'm immediately to high for any further soups. And it's gonna be slow. Maybe I have to get that, maybe I have to take this turn wider. At the moment I'm trying to get a very inside line, but it often starts tilting like that. Like if I go like this, you see I'm not as tilted and I got an early soup kind of, but it was not perfect yet. I need to overjump this just barely, but I don't see any anything like how high I'm actually are, it's hard to see. No one was actually driving on it, interesting. Here was a small soup. No, oh. But super late. I don't know. Did you also do it like that, Lars? Like the setup, is it at least similar? Here we got something, but then I lose it again. Also that looked fast in the beginning now, but it was so far away from 700. I don't know. With reactor boost down, this would make more fun, I think. Because then you know that you get something and you can get really fast towards that finish. I'm not sure if these sweat boosters are actually worth it. No. In that moment, when it actually tilts around, it doesn't really accelerate into the correct direction anymore. That's like the annoying thing. It needs to keep that one angle basically through the whole flight. But the thing is, with the ramp I feel like I need to go a little bit diagonal off it to that high mountain. And with that I have already some diagonality in my run. If I go here, can I get something? Like if I would go that straight. At the moment I'm not swooping at all. Yeah, there's also something in the way, so this would be not it. Not really getting a soup there, I don't know. But it's really also hard to see how high you are above the ground. Let's do this until 1:45 on the green timer. And then I show you the title pack. And start with chapter 4. Or continue with chapter 4. Yeah, the tilt. The tilt is not good. Ah, I had this one soup, like literally the first try where I tried to press brake very long, was immediately really good. Oh my god. Yeah, this weird. Okay, I take it. This was hella weird, I don't know what happened. Also, I took the red boost for this kind of jump. Like, this is the one good thing about them. Then I got 2 soups in this flight. Yeah, this is the one thing how I can see the red boost being sensible to take, because you get a low jump here, don't need to release much. And now I got here soup, 1 flip, and then I zooped again. And like this, it was still good enough. I think I'm pretty happy with this, because this map is way too random for me. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, map 1 was pretty boring. Very simple. I have no idea what happened in my PB. It was like one run. I only drove it 5 minutes, but it was one start that was like way faster than the others. Here I could actually hunt for record. Like, I can still improve this, and it was already pretty fast. Here I'm really interested if it's possible to make that one cut that I thought of. Otherwise, it's nice that there is nothing hidden. At least I think that there's nothing hidden. I didn't check with a plugin. And yeah, this map here, there will be direct finishes, there will be cuts. Alright.